Harvard Business Review found that if-then planning has been shown in over 200 studies to improve goal attainment and productivity by up to 300%. So let's say you have health goals for Q4. I have this hack that can completely change how you follow through with your goals, and it can just help you reset your routines in a sustainable way. And I've started using this strategy that's called Hi friends, welcome back to a brand new season of Teach Me How to Adult. I am so happy that you're here with me. I've honestly missed you guys. And after a very restorative summer break, I'm really excited and re-energized to get back to the podcast and to share everything that I've been learning and discovering and the amazing conversations and insights that I've been having with experts and guests that I can't wait to share with you. And if you're not watching this episode, just a reminder that this is a video podcast now, so you can watch along and enjoy every episode on Spotify and YouTube. Please make sure you are subscribed there, and I'll link all the links in the show notes so that you can easily follow. So I seriously slowed down this summer in a way that I don't think I ever have before in my adult life. Like, I did nothing. I did not much. I mean, I did a lot of things, but just productivity and career-wise, I really just let myself take a huge ass break, and I needed it. And it's the first time I ever have broken free from that need to be constantly productive. And it allowed me to get really clear on what actually matters to me in this season of my life that I'm in right now. So when September hit, I started to revisit my 2025 goals and just gauge my progress. Where was I at with them? Do they still feel relevant and true for me? Is there anything I can do to get closer to them in this final stretch of 2025 that we have left? And in general, no matter how old I get, I honestly feel like September will always be back to school. It's the fresh start, New Year vibes. And after YOLOing all summer long and embracing the fun and the chaos and the lack of structure, by September, I really find that I need to implement some healthy, positive routines again in my life. And I need to just have a bit more of a plan for how I spend my time. So now that September has hit and I'm recalibrating, I have this hack that can completely change how you follow through with your goals, and it can just help you reset your routines in a sustainable way. And I've started using this strategy that's called implementation intentions, which basically follows if-then planning. So if something happens, then I'll do this. And this really is a missing link in a lot of the goal setting support and rhetoric we see out there. And it's unbelievably easy, but unbelievably game-changing. You just create a plan that follows this format. So you have your goal, and if situation X occurs, then I will perform action Y. So if I sleep in and screw up my morning routine, then I will ensure I drink water and get direct sunlight in my eyes before I log on to my meetings. So it's just kind of like the backup plan that ensures even if you get derailed from your goals and your routines, you know exactly what you'll do to get yourself back on track. And this just leaves nothing up to chance, which I love. It stops us from getting completely pulled off course when life inevitably happens, which it does. And it also takes away the all or nothing thinking that a lot of us get stuck in when it comes to our goals and routines. I'm a big all or nothing person. I set very lofty goals for myself, and then I get really disappointed in myself if I don't meet them. And then I kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater. I just completely fall off the wagon if I can't meet my high expectations I have for how I should be proceeding with my goals. For example, this summer, I had the intention of writing every single day. It's I've taken a bit of a break from work. I'm going to have so much more time. Every single day, I am going to write. And let me tell you, most days I did not fucking write. I did everything except for writing. I was so mad at myself for it. I was really disappointed. It was weighing heavily on me that I had not followed through with this goal. But by the end of the summer, I shifted things a bit and I tried to implement the if-then planning. And it honestly really helped, because even if I couldn't meet my entire goal, it allowed me to just take incremental inches towards what I wanted to do. So if I didn't have time or opportunity to write that day, then I would at least read a poem that I've previously written, just to reactivate the creative juices, just to revisit some of my previous work and see what's resonating, see what's not. So I gave myself a small thing that I could do if I'm not able to do the big thing. And that still kept me creatively engaged. It allowed me to revisit a lot of my old work and a lot of content that I've had kind of abandoned before that I am excited to revisit. So it just really took me out of the all or nothing way of being. This is also really helpful because it automates our decision making, because the actual effort and the mental load that it takes to figure out what to do when you don't have like an automatic decision or response, it can be a huge deterrent. Like if I have no plan for dinner tonight and I've bought no fresh food and I've thawed nothing, it is so daunting to even think of what recipe I could suddenly make with the scraps that I have around my home. And I'm probably just going to give up and eat cereal, to be honest, in that case, maybe an egg. But if I've pre-planned that on nights like this, where 7 p.m. rolls around, I haven't even thought about dinner and I have nothing fresh ready to go, then I will grab the pre-portioned meal prepped dinner that I have in the freezer and I will heat it up. Or if it's 7 p.m., I've got no plan for dinner, I don't know what the heck to do, I will walk to the salad place down the street and enjoy eating out and having a salad. So that is the automated decision that I've set that takes out all the guesswork, all the I don't know what to do in this case. I'm going to default to just a decision that I might regret later, because otherwise I'm going to be eating like the slightly healthier version of Fruit Loops that's not as satisfying, but less sugar. Anyways, that's not how I want to be eating my dinners. So this kind of setting yourself up to follow your goals thinking is really, really helpful. By deciding in advance what exactly you'll do in every scenario, there's no deliberating. And that planning also helps close the gap between knowing what needs to be done and actually moving the needle on doing the thing and following through with the plan and the routines. Because like I know what needs to be done pretty much at all times. I know what I want and need to do, but the doing is fucking hard. And it's so easy to get off track and to get deterred. So this just closes that gap between like intellectually understanding how to achieve your goals and then implementing, here's my plan. And if anything happens to that plan, here's the backup plan. So let's say you have health goals for Q4. You want this to be your healthiest season yet. And you have your food and your fitness and your sleep and your supplements and all of that. Your if then goal planning could sound like, if I'm too busy to cook, then I will order from the health food store. And here's my go-to order. If I'm too tired to work out, then I will go for a walk instead. And even just a quick walk is better than nothing. If I sleep in and miss my workout, then I will skip, like I'll jump rope outside for 5 minutes because I always have 5 minutes to spare. So you can create these like scenarios of anticipating how you could get off track for every single one of your goals and then know exactly what to do when this happens. And Harvard Business Review found that if-then planning has been shown in over 200 studies to improve goal attainment and productivity by up to 300%. So that's huge. Highly recommend. So just plan for shit to go wrong and then you know exactly what to do when shit does go wrong. Another bonus hack for recalibrating your goals and your routines this fall that I wanted to mention is leveraging what psychologists call the fresh start effect. I love this shit. This is so good. So specific dates and times of year and, special events act like this mental reset or this fresh start. It's like a clear marker of being able to move forward in a new way. So right now with September, for example, it really has been ingrained in us since we were kids that when the summer ends and the school year starts, this is a time to start new routines, to get back to learning, to setting goals for the school year. And I really carried that with me in adulthood. So that fall fresh start feeling, that hits every September. Like I might as well be 11 years old again because I'm like, it's time. It is time. I'm going back to school. I need to get my shit together. It's almost as effective for me to set goals or like recalibrate or create new habits and routines in September as it is in January 1st or right after my birthday. So that's like, this is a key part of the year for me and for a lot of other people that we can use to build momentum and to change things that aren't working for us. So use these milestone dates and times of year as a clean slate opportunity that inspires us to take action. So if you're wanting to start a new habit, break a bad habit, tighten up the progress that you wanted to make towards a goal or a routine, use September to create the fuel and the momentum, revisit your goals, figure out what you want to get done for this last third of the year, And science backs up that you will be more likely to stick to these goals and these habits when it's tied to a landmark time that cues you into that like fresh start mentality. Whatever you're working on, I really hope that this helps. I hope that you can implement the if then and use these special moments of the year to really fuel you towards what you're working on. I would love to hear from you guys about what your goals are for the fall season so that I can cheer you on. And please follow and hit me up on social media at Teach Me How to Adult Media. And if you have any topics or guest requests, recommendations, definitely send those my way. I am planning out such an exciting season for you guys. So I would love your feedback on what's helping and what you want to hear and what's going on with you. As always, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. You've got this.